I'm going to give you a quick demonstration for a project planning template, which is completely customizable on a number of levels. So I'm going to start by creating a board by clicking here. I'm going to choose a template. There are many available, but many others can be created. I'm going to choose our project planning template. I'm going to name the board Project 1, and then I will click here to create the board. I'm going to click on the board to open it. To the left-hand side, we have some project specifications. We have our project requirements, our project title, which is an AI-driven fraud detection system. Our date, January 15th, 2025. Our budget, $500,000. We have some team members and the outcome that we would like to achieve as a result of this project. To the right, you will see an AI colleague. AI colleagues are defined by these blue lettering with a blue outline, and you can ask any question of your AI colleague here. We do not need this AI colleague for this particular board, so I am going to hide it. The reason we don't need the AI colleague is we have pre-configured a number of assistants with pre-configured prompts. We have chosen a personality for each assistant, and so we can run the AIs consecutively in this space. To configure an assistant, I will click on, I'm going to show you something here. I'm going to click on this blue button, which allows me to choose the personality of the assistant. So there's a number of personalities. I'm choosing the concise assistant. And you will see a number of lists here. So they correspond to the titles here. So project requirements, you see this list title here. I am going to select project requirements here as it will become an input for the list that we are currently looking at. So I'm going to save that. We are working within the project planning frameworks list. So we're going to ask for some project planning frameworks that are appropriate for our project requirements, and that's why I selected that list. So all I do here is hit enter, and I'm going to do this 4 times as we move from the project planning frameworks right through to costing. So you can see here we've got agile, scrums, a few sprints, etc. The next step that we're going to go to is planning and execution steps. We're going to continue with the concise assistance. I am going to choose our project planning frameworks and our project requirements. So those are the 2 previous lists, which I will show you here. Project requirements, project planning frameworks, and again, we want this to be a 6-month project, so that's already pre-populated. It's completely editable, and I hit run. Now, again, you see this project initiates on the 15th. We have details for the projects throughout, and it ends around June 30th. So that's about 6 months. So then we go to the next steps. So what I'm going to do here is, again, click on our concise assistant. We're going to use the project requirements, the frameworks, the execution steps. I'm going to click save. And then we want staffing and start dates. The prompt is pre-specified. You can customize it as needed. If you don't like the outputs that the AI produces, those are completely editable as well. You can delete a chunk of text, you can edit and refine the words that are used. Everything is customizable. So here we go. We've got our staffing and start dates. So around January 15th to 20th, we want to bring in a project manager to complete the defined tasks, and we can go through and look at other examples. Sprint execution, January 24th. This is where we bring our AI engineer, data analyst, etc. So this can support your planning as well. And then last, I'm going to look at costing and bring in the other list. So we're going to go project planning requirements, frameworks, execution steps, staffing and start dates. We still use the concise assistant. I click save and I hit enter, and we will, by the time this finishes running, we should have a fully scoped project, and you can add new lists, you can add additional steps, you can customize all the elements. So here we go, project initiation, right through final testing. So total budget is $144,000, remaining $356,000. So you can work through all of this, refine it, refine the prompts, and build templates of your own and customize those as needed. So this is one way of looking at STS.